Welcome back, guys. I figured out how to pick up this. Yep, it's running. Okay. Yeah, it looks fine. There we go. Okay, welcome back, and this is Kerbal Space Program, one of my very dear dear games that I haven't played in quite some time, so this is gonna be hilarious because I literally forgot pretty much everything about the game. So let's see how this will do. Start the game. New career mode. Let's call it Walker's Space Program. Okay, we pick a flag. Let's take NASA flag. Career Science Sandbox. Let's go for Science. Start. Okay, welcome to Space Center. Just 1 second. Okay, so this is my Space Center. I hope everything is running smoothly. Battlefield 5, no, I can't run it smoothly because it's a very fast game and it's gonna look pixelated as fuck. So that's gonna have to wait on new CPU. Okay, everything is up and running, I think. Let's just refresh all. Okay, looks good. Just 1 second, a couple of final tweaks just to make the game run smoothly. Okay, I think that should do. Now, if I remember this right, my science is 0. So, astronaut complex. Courage and stupidity, yeah, that sounds about right. R&D, okay, we only got nothing. Basic rocketry, okay. So let's design something. Okay, Adrian, well, you know where to find me. Okay, let's design our first vehicle and get some science. Solid fuel tanks, we got no fuel. Solid fuel booster, okay, we are very, very limited on parts, so let's get this. That's parachute. We got the command pod. We don't have any fuel tanks, but we got liquid fuel running on liquid potatoes. Okay, that will do. Utility, science, mystery, go. Okay, we'll bring that. Let's engage symmetry mode. And I don't think that I can deploy the parachutes without electricity, which is going to be extremely fun because we don't have any electric charge. I think the command pod does by default some little amount of electric charge, but to be honest, not quite sure. Okay, we need to stage this, so we put the booster here. Well, that's pretty much everything that I can bring. So let's go to the launch pad. Okay, here we are. We can cheat a little bit to get some points. EVA report. Keep the experiment. Board B. I guess SAS, RCS. Well, we don't have the RCS. Whoa. Whoa, going high, and we're out of fuel. Okay. The thing is, I don't even have basic parts, so let's observe the mystery goo. 7 science. Keep the experiments. Oh shit, we almost reached 8,000 meters out of the one solid rocket booster. Goody. Let's get higher. We're about to hit 0. Deploy altitude 700 meters. Minimum pressure. Okay, we are falling back to Earth. Keep the experiments. While doing EVA while falling, it's a very, very bad idea, and soon we will find out, do we actually have electric charge to deploy the parachutes? I think we do. And we are falling right on top of our... Whoa. No, 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 no. Okay, how the hell am I supposed to tip this over? Bad idea. Let's deploy the chute. That should flip us. And we're gonna crash if this thing does not deploy the chute. Oh, thank you. Well, okay. I'm still alive. Kinda. Well, I think I just lost my experiment pods, so that's lovely. Let's get out. Let's get the soil sample, I guess. Okay. EVA report from the surface. Okay, and let's take the surface sample. That will give me 9 science. Good. EVA report. No. Plant the flag. We didn't go far, but it's always good to plant the flag near the Kerbal Space Program. You'll see later why. Landing site. Because it's going to be easier for you to navigate when you go to map mode. You'll know exactly where your point is. How to enable flags? That's a good question. Well, I haven't played this game in quite some time, so recover vessel. Okay, let's get some signs back. What did we get? 9, 5, 14, 16.4. That should be enough to unlock some parts. Okay, but yeah, I definitely lost... Yeah, I lost my science experiments. Okay, engineering parts, stack decoupler. We need basic rocketry, that's most important. This, we got 20 points, so let's get the basic engineering. Survivability takes 15 points. Stability, general rocketry, more engines, more fuel, more ambitious ideas. Okay, let's... Oh, that takes 20 science. Let's go for survivability. Okay, now we can design something more complex. First things first, no solid rocket boosters. We need liquid fuel, but we also need decoupler. Okay, now we got a heat shield, but we did not exactly plan to leave the atmosphere yet, but just in case, let's put it here. We got parachutes, service bay. Okay, that's for bringing science, so practically service bay first. Now we put the heat shield, we are bringing that together. Radial drag chute, micro landing struts. This is too weak. I'm not really sure whether that's gonna withstand the weight. Wait, the service bay is for what? Oh, to stack the batteries and stuff. Okay, we don't need the service bay yet. We need science. And now this, everything has to go down to ground. If I lose any of those parts, I'm not gonna get science out of it. We can put the mystery goo in symmetric. Well, that's not exactly symmetric. That's more like it. Okay, now we need fuel. Well, 2, 3. That will do it. Okay, now we need engines. Liquid fuel swivel, solid fuel boosters, liquid swivel. That goes down here. Okay, that looks good. Problem is, we need to decouple this. Once it's depleted, it's kind of pointless to drag excess weight. Like this. Okay, let's check. The staging parachute goes last. Then decoupling, engine firing, that's fine. Aerodynamics, basic fins, and we didn't bring the heat shield again. That was smart. Funny thing is, once you forget a crucial part, you usually remember that once you end up in zillion pieces when you explode. Okay, winglets. We can bring 3. That will do. We can put it like this. Whether that's going to leave us enough room for solid rocket boosters, that's questionable. Oof, those are a little bit big. We can't really decouple them. Actually, there is a workaround on this. We can make a decoupler here, and then we strap zillion of rocket boosters, because there is something that you really don't lack in this game, and that's boosters. Okay, let's bring 3 more. All of those are gonna fire at once, then it's gonna decouple, and then the standard engine will fire. Okay, we got winglets. Let's put them in line. Well, we could use 4 then to make it symmetric. Like this. Yeah, it looks like a giant dildo. Still. Yeah, I think this is a pretty solid design, so it should work. Let's give it a go. Hey, Turtle, it's going great. Thanks, bro. Problem is, we don't have any control surfaces. Like, this is like basic fins, so you can't really steer with them. We got no SAS, and we got no... well, we got nothing. So, let's give it a go. First, let's test the mystery goo on the surface. That should give me science. Yes, there we go. Okay, let's fire it up. Looking good. Whoa, brilliant. Okay. See what I mean? No control? This is not good. This is not good. Let's check. What? Oh god, I didn't stage it. Shh. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. None of my shit. Okay. Revert flight to vehicle assembly, or as the Wile E. Coyote would say, back to the old drawing board. I did not do the staging right. Yeah, I need to decouple this. Okay, we need another stage in between. So first the solid rocket boosters, they burn until they burn out. Then we decouple them, then the mainsail engine. Yeah, I think that should work. Okay, let's give it a go. Although I'm kind of worried that I'm gonna be tipped over again because I messed up something with the design. It's not perfectly balanced. Maybe I should have gone just with one. Well, let's give it a shot. Don't touch anything. Should be fine. And it's tilting over. Problem is, I got absolutely no control over this, but let's let it burn. Okay, decoupling works. Can we pull this up? Nope, no, 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 no. Up, up, up. You should go up. Come on! Shit! Okay, no, adding throttle actually just made it worse. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. We can't stabilize this. Houston, we have a problem. Okay, wait. No, 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 no! Okay, no. Very bad design. Observe materials. And I think I should have activated the parachutes sooner. I think I didn't drop it on the Space Center. That's fine. Okay, close the doors. Let's review this mid-flight. Let's keep that experiment. Let's do the crew report. Because doing crew reports on certain altitude gives you points. But I guess I'm bringing some science back, so it might be enough. Did I get anything out of this? No. Let's reset it. We'll do it on the surface. And actually this hit shield was completely unnecessary because we couldn't even get past 2,000 meters. Okay, but I definitely need some reaction wheels so we can at least have certain control. Well, okay, that's fine. Let's do the EVA. EVA reports. That's 5.6 science. Thank you. Board and recover vessel. That should give me some science. Yeah. This is Kerbal Space Program, bro. It's actually a great game, but it requires quite a knowledge of space traveling. Okay, I think I got some points. Let's go to R&D. We got 27 points. We need something that will allow me certain controls. No. Decouplers. Nope, nope, no. Basic science. Rechargeable batteries. Thermometer. No, no, no. This is what I need. Small inline reaction wheel. How many? 45. Are you kidding me? Maybe I should start it with something easier. General rocketry, that will give me giant solid rocket boosters, but I'm still not ready for that. Stability, okay, let's go for that. We'll have some more parts. Well, I don't know if there are any basic designs, because my designs are crap. Nope. Okay, we gotta redesign this thing a little bit. It's obviously too heavy, and I got no control, so too many boosters. That's number one. This gotta go. Fuel, it's fine. Those winglets are completely useless. Let's try something more aerodynamic. Nothing is really known about this thing. Use it on its own risk. Well, that's helpful. Let's get rid of the heat shield, I guess, because it's just extra weight. We are still not ready to leave the atmosphere, so this is basic flights to low, or well, not even on orbit. Let's try the winglets then. Okay, this provides certain. Okay, this looks even worse. Okay, let's put it here. Okay, this is horrible. If this works, I have no idea whether it's gonna work or not. Stack the coupler. Ah, we can decouple in a different manner, but yeah, this is still unstable. Service bay, micro landing struts. Yeah, this is probably a good choice. Let's put this here. Let's bring more science. Okay, this will do. But I'm not really sure whether I'm gonna have enough power for all of this. Definitely need to unlock new electronics and battery packs and stuff. Reaction wheel, yeah, I don't have it yet. That will give me a certain amount of control. It is very addictive, I agree. Oh, why is this not retracted? Okay, that's better. It should create less drag. SAS. Wish me luck. Oh, I think I messed up the staging again. First we burn the solid rocket boosters, then we decouple, then we use the mainsail, then we dump the fuel, and that only leaves us with the command pod, science experiments, and parachute. Okay, but we need to change the deployment altitude, 1000 meters. Okay, that's fine. Oh. So far, so good. Let's open science. Nothing. Oh, blin, we are going too fast. But looks pretty stable. Goody. Let's start this part. We reached 6,000 meters. Still no good. Let's fire the mainsail. For the time being, because we lack control, we're simply gonna go up. 10,000 meters. Still not high enough. Apoapsis is rising. We actually might even reach low orbit. Okay, let's tilt this to the side. And let's land somewhere inland. So, but we're kind of running out of fuel. Apoapsis not even in low orbit. That's it. Detach the extra weight. No need. 30,000 meters. Not bad. This is more stable. There we go. Goo seems to be very cold. Let's try the materials bay. Rarefied air has caused interesting changes to gel samples. It seems like something is happening with the interior structure. Okay, keep the experiment. We reached 40,000 meters. Let's do the crew report. That will give 4.5 science. And let's do a small EVA. EVA report. That's 7.2 science. Let's board. How high will we go? 47 kilometers. Okay. Well, that's not bad, actually. There are various biomes in this game, so you can explore Kerbin. As you can see, this solar system is huge. Take a look at this. So, this game requires a lot of knowledge about orbit transfers and general space flights. Okay, I think we're going down, so let's turn this thing retrograde. Whoa. Shit. Okay, we need stability control. Let's turn retrograde, so butt down. And we're still falling. Keep the science. Let's close the material bay. Okay. Oh, well, I can accelerate time. How is that done? Plus? No. What's the command for that? Ah, there it is. Okay, we're gonna fall somewhere in the grasslands, I think. Whoa, no. We should go butt first, not the nose. Jesus Christ. Breaking the sound barrier, bad idea. I have no mean to tip it over. Crap. Yeah, it's not responding to controls at all. No, let's deploy the chute. It should flip me over once we reach 1,000 meters. And let's deploy the landing struts. Extend. Well, flip me. Thank you. There we go. Yay, it worked. I'm alive. In this game you can build planes, helicopters, space shuttles. You can build rovers for lunar landing and stuff like that. So yeah, I pretty much, your imagination is the only limit. So if you never played the game, I strongly recommend it. Although I've seen some very, very cool designs in this game, but everything what I designed looks like a potato. Still, it works. I've seen the Space Engineers, but it's too much like Minecraft to me, so yeah, I didn't really like it. Okay, let's land. Let's land. I think we're gonna have in... There we go. Successfully landed. Okay, I guess the other science that I can pick up is from the surface. Let's do the EVA. We're gonna do a flop because we don't have... Yep. What the hell just happened? I think one of my landing struts actually... Okay, never mind. Let's take the surface sample, 9 science. And it says... Surface sample from Kerbin's grasslands. Yep, looks like dirt. Yeah, didn't have to go to space to deduct that. EVA report from grasslands. We'll take it. And crew report. That has to be done from the pod itself. So can I get there? This is gonna be tricky. I have a small jetpack, but that only works at 0G. Climb. Board it. Come on. Grab it. Board. Please. Board. Yes. Okay. And let's do a crew report. No, I would have to overwrite it. Well, that will bring me enough science. Let's recover the vessel. Well, yeah, I mean, Kerbal Space Program involves a lot of explosions, so you'll get used to it in time. The funniest thing is when I built my space station in high Kerbin orbit, and on the final approach to dock, instead of using the RCS thrusters, I accidentally fired the mainsail and smacked at my space station at full speed. It took me 3 hours to build it. And then I saw like a million parts scattered across the orbit, so that wasn't really nice. Well, we got 67 science out of this. That should give me some new parts. We need control, flight control. Yes, small inline reaction wheel, winglets, but with controlled surfaces. Okay, that's what I need. 45 science. And let's go for general rocketry because that's the only thing we got. We got Reliant liquid fuel engine, solid fuel boosters. Solid fuel boosters are like giant firecrackers. Once you fire them up, they burn until they burn out. And we got better fuel tanks. Okay, goody. So now we can design something decent. And actually we can go on a first suborbital flight. So let's scrap this design. Those landing gears are very weak, but for something better, we're gonna have to wait. Okay, we don't need this shit. So, because we're gonna re-enter the atmosphere, we need the heat shield this time. Otherwise, we're gonna burn and die. Okay, that will do. 4 science canisters, science bay, that's fine. Now decouple this. Now we go for better fuel pods. This, and this. This should last us a while. Now let's see what we got. We got 2 types of engines now. we still don't have batteries. That could be a problem. If I don't have the electricity on the re-entry, I won't be able to deploy a parachute, and I'm gonna smack the surface at terminal velocity, which is not good. Which is definitely not good. This gives me more electrical charge and more maximum thrust. Reliance. Okay, let's put it here. Okay, it looks a little bit bigger. Okay, but if we want to reach surface, higher altitude. Oh, mama. Okay, this is a little bit bigger than I expected. I guess we can bring a couple more fuel tanks. You can never have too much fuel. Although, you gotta calculate weight to thrust ratio. So, if you're too heavy, not even fucking 50 solid rocket fuel boosters are gonna help. Also, we need to figure out a way to decouple them, and I think I got radial decouplers. Yes. How many solid fuel boosters? We're gonna bring 3. Or 4, actually. Let's go for 4. So we put it somewhere around here. Okay. That looks good. But we forgot the reaction wheels. We will need to add that. But first, let's strap solid rocket boosters. Oh, this is a giant firecracker. Okay, this is a little bit obstructing. A little bit lower. Like this. Because the exhaust can actually damage your mainsail, which is bad. Okay, this looks fine. This is fine. Because we're gonna leave the atmosphere, we will not need those winglets when we are out. But on our way up, we will need them. So that means... what? We will have to discard them, so we can put them on solid rocket boosters. Once we leave the atmosphere, it's not gonna matter. So, yeah, this will do. But, in order to control this beast, we will need reaction wheels. And where are they? There we go. And what? This is fucking tiny. Oh, okay. Okay, this looks retarded. There's gotta be a bigger one. But there is a workaround of this. There is a utility service bay. We put it here. Then we open this. And then we can protect it. Would be nice if I can strap a couple of batteries there as well, but we might discard this too. So it's just a matter of staging. Heat shield is gonna be discarded after we re-enter. So we don't need this service pod, but we need the reaction wheel inside. So this goes here. We need another decoupler like this. Shit, I'm gonna fuck up something. I just know it. And probably I'm gonna realize that when it's gonna be too late. Okay, like this. Then we attach service bay. Then we need to bring the reaction wheel. Where is it? There it is. We put it here, and we can close the service bay. Now we put the heat shield here so we don't lose the control ability. And then once we re-enter, we just discard this entire part and bring just the pod with the signs. Perfect. Okay, now let's wrap this. Well, this looks like a pretty solid design, although I would add some aerodynamic nose cones on this to reduce the drag. Oh wait, we have them. Lovely. Now this looks solid. I hope. If not, this is gonna end with a spectacular blast. So, okay. Fingers crossed. Yeah, the only thing that I really don't like at this point is that I don't have any spare electricity. Mainsail does generate a little bit of electricity, but that's a big but. whether that's gonna be enough, because if I don't have enough electricity to deploy the chute, I'm a dead man. I guess we're gonna have to see. Mystery Goose, Science Junior, that's fine. Okay, staging, right. So first, we fire solid rocket boosters. Then we gotta decouple them. That goes here. Then we fire the mainsail. Once the fuel is depleted, we detach the mainsail along with all the empty fuel tanks. Then, why do I have 2 decouplers? Aha! For detaching the reaction wheel. Okay, that's fine. And then the rest is just the command pod with science. Okay, this looks good. Fingers crossed. Let's see if we can get the... Whoa. Yeah, I don't have any struts. This is gonna be a little bit wobbly and might end up with a bang. Let's bring the dial. Electric charge. Command pod 50. Here we go. Okay, so far looks stable. Reaction wheel seems to be working. Oh yeah, there's a cockpit view too. Oh, we're going too fast. You see those vapor trails? That means that we are actually inefficient. But considering those are solid rocket boosters, I don't really give a shit. Although they do tend to overheat, as you can see, but the atmosphere is getting less dense. Okay. Cooling off. Detach. Perfect. Okay, now we do orbital roll and fire the mainsail. So far, so good. Looks okay. Oh, we fly to the moon. Well, I'm kidding. I don't have nearly enough fuel for that. But yeah, that's pretty much good launch for to reach the moon. Okay, we need toggled nav ball. Oh, actually, we have a pretty good apoapsis, so we gotta increase our orbital speed. Passing 1,000 meters, full throttle. We are going a little bit too high. Okay, apoapsis is dropping. Now we need to level out and gain some speed. But we're almost in outer space. Let's cut the engine. Here we are. Ah, this looks brilliant. Where are we supposed to land? Oh, we're gonna cut short because we're gonna splash in water. Because drag will move the landing point somewhere around here. Still. Oh, a galaxy. Lovely. Well, we are well inside the open space, so we can jump out on EVA and let's let go. And we are drifting in the outer space. How the hell am I supposed to activate the jetpack? R? Yeah, it's R. Lights. Yay. Okay, let's not drift away too far. No, no, no. So we're on our first EVA. EVA reports. 8 science. Okay, Jebediah, enough messing around. That was enough spacewalk for one day. We need to get inside. Oh, this RCS is dry. No, 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 don't bounce. Don't. This is tricky as fuck. Okay, slowly. Grab. Grab it. There we go. Whew, okay, crew reports. Wait, I need a board. Crew reports. We are in space near Kerbin. Keep the experiments. And let's do the experiment in outer space. 10 science, thank you. Observe materials. 25 science, lovely. Okay, now we gotta think on what we're gonna do. And we gotta think fast because we passed the apoapsis point, so that means we're gonna land soon. So I would rather land on soil. So let's burn a little bit more. Yeah, this game is awesome, and it was made by a Mexican team which is collaborating with NASA very tightly. And this is actually a NASA-approved game. But trust me, game is not easy. You're gonna have to learn a lot if you want to be efficient in this game. I would recommend watching Scott Manley, because Scott Manley is God in this game. Okay, I think we actually might enter orbits. Maybe. We're gonna get to the dark side. Oh yeah, we're in orbit. Awesome. Okay, 64 kilometers, a little bit more. Okay, there we go, 80 kilometers. We're in orbit, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first orbital flight. Not bad. We got plenty of electricity to go. And now we can just enjoy the view. We are in low carbon orbit. Let's close the materials bay. You can design all sorts of shit in this game, and I strongly recommend it. Okay, well, let's keep that science. We got very... Oh, shit. I think I just fucked up. Well, Jebediah Kerbin, I think you're stranded in orbit because I don't think we have enough fuel to bring you back. Whoops. If I can lower my periapsis... where I'm getting caught in the atmosphere, drag while orbiting will bring me in my periapsis even lower. But there are two good points where you should do this maneuver. You can do it, there are 2 points, apoapsis and periapsis, so highest and lowest point of orbit. And the best way to actually fix this fuck up is to burn retrograde, so that's like completely opposite of the way of movement. I'm moving counterclockwise. So the best way would be to wait until the apoapsis point, flip my rocket 180 degrees, and then burn with as much fuel as I have. That will lower this point, so I'm gonna get caught in the atmosphere of Kerbin. Oh, bloody hell, I fucked up completely. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna set up a maneuver node. Here, add maneuver. So we turn retrograde. And then we burn like this. Yeah, that will lower my periapsis. Do I have enough fuel for this? This is gonna be interesting to see. 130 meters per second. That's not much. And it says estimated burn time 2 seconds. With this amount of fuel? We'll see. If not, well, Jebediah, I think you're gonna get fucked. Because you're gonna be stuck there until I can muster a rescue mission. Oof, Jesus. Okay. Oh, yeah, you can do as many launches as you like, and you can actually save the stranded crew. There is also campaign mode, but I just started a science mode because campaign mode is too hard for me because I haven't really played the game in a while, and you gotta do very specific tasks if you wanna... I should have probably made unmanned probe for the first flight. Okay, let's speed up the time until we get to the maneuver node. That should be this. Yeah, time warp. Well, if I unlock enough points, stronger engines, and some good RCS control, I can even do a lunar flyby. we'll see. T-minus 5 minutes until the burn. Okay, let's reduce the time. Shit, I'm gonna overshoot. Map, we need to turn the rocket retrograde. So that means completely opposite of the... Shit. Turn. You see, if I had the RCS, I could actually do this easily without this tilting. But actually, I'm just using the gyro in that reaction wheel to control my shit. Okay, burn in 5 seconds. Whoa, I had enough fuel. Okay. Good. I think... Yeah, we're gonna land. Awesome. Well, Jebediah, you're a fucking lucky man. 150 kilometers. Yeah, we can get 10 more science. And we're gonna leave 1 science container once we land on the surface. And we can collect surface samples. Let me now plan my approach. I'm gonna be landing... Well, let's burn a little bit prograde. Because of the drag, if I put my landing zone here, I'll probably end up somewhere around here. So I still got a tiny amount of fuel so I can change this trajectory a little bit. Let's remove the node. Oh, by the way, this game is very moddable. There is a very huge modding community. And you can download all sorts of parts, stuff that is not normally in the game. And if the developers actually like it, they can sometimes hire the modders and make them a team, member of a team. So they're getting paid for that. Okay, let's burn a little bit to change this somewhere around here. Good. Cut. Now, we need to rotate butt first. Let's do a little bit of time warp. Okay, we need to finish the maneuver, retrograde. We're gonna discard the mainsail and fuel, like this. Now, because this thing is heavier, and with this little bit ejection force of the decoupler, actually the rest of my ship is going slower. So, okay, heat shield is deployed. That's good. And this is exactly what I was afraid of. Electric charge is 0. I think I'm pretty dead, because the SAS just depleted all of my electric charge, which means I will not be able to deploy the parachute. So I'm gonna smack the surface very badly. Oh boy. Yep. I should have known. I need batteries or solar panels. This is bad. Oh, by the way, I'm not using any mods. You can make the game look beautiful, because there are like texture packs that are really good, but I haven't really done that. I should probably, and since I'm gonna be streaming this game at some point, yeah, I'm gonna overheat and burn, because I can't control. This is an uncontrolled entry. Yeah, this is not gonna end well. Oh well. Oh boy. And Jebediah is smiling. That's brilliant. Whoops. Well, command pod might still survive, but that ain't gonna matter, because I simply don't have any means to deploy the parachute. And I'm actually very close to the threshold before I burn out. Shit. I'm still going like Mach 3. Jesus Christ. Whoa. What the hell? Oh, there we go. We're hitting the atmosphere. Son of a bitch, how the hell I survived this re-entry? It's not gonna matter because I can't deploy the chute. I think. Chute destroyed by aero forces and heat. Well, sorry, Jebediah. I think you're toast. Also, they added in the latest... This is not the latest version of the game. And, yeah, well... What did you expect, Bargunner? This... pilots have two main stats. Courage and stupidity. So, of course, he is smiling. Also, they added, finally, parachutes for the Kerbals themselves, so they can pull off a Felix Baumgartner jump from the stratosphere and survive. But, yeah. Jebediah, I believe you're dead. Yeah, that RCS is not... Whoa, wait. Actually, I can... What? RCS shouldn't be working in... Oh, that's gotta be a glitch. I'm actually slowing my speed down with the RCS, although that's a limited amount of fuel with EVA monopropellant, but I can actually kill my speed with this in the atmosphere? This is supposed to be used at zero pressure and in open space. Well, I'm not going to slow down, obviously, enough, but it would be nice to have a parachute now. Yeah, you're pretty much dead, bro. There is nothing more I can do for you. What? Did he just... survived? Oh my god, he's alive! Son of a bitch is alive! Are you kidding me? Well, if I stayed in the pod, I would die, but... Okay. And we can even take the surface sample. Awesome. It says you've taken a sample of the water. It appears to dramatically increase the surface humidity of anything it touches. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Okay, and we can bring the EVA. Because we lost pretty much everything. Yeah, well, at least we can bring something. Okay, I didn't really expect this. Also, I've seen that a lot of people with the BD Armory made submarines and stuff like that. So actually there's gonna be a sea biome as well, which is crazy, if you ask me. Well, out of complete fuck up, I still brought 15 science. Okay. And Jebediah survived, you lucky son of a bitch. Okay, but I don't think we got enough science for anything. So, what fucked me up, I forgot to switch off the SAS and use it until it's mission critical. So that depleted all of my energy. But in order to get science, I will need more points. And the only way to collect it, without going to outer space, is to explore a different biome of Kerbin. So, instead of using a rocket, why should we not make a plane? Let's go to the space plane hangar. Okay, let's see if we can muster something. But the problem is, I don't have any cockpits for a proper plane. Well, yeah, this is a little bit stupid to use it this way. But still, it might work. Okay, no, this looks retarded. No, bad idea. I don't have parts for the space planes. Don't save. Well, we can make a mini lander, like something similar that Apollo used for lunar landing, but on a smaller scale. We don't need to go too high, but we need to go far away from the space center, fairly low, so we don't even need RCS. Well, we don't need the boosters. We can use the flea, which is the smallest one. So let's design something from scratch. We'll need science, obviously. So let's bring... We don't need heat shield. Let's bring this. Then we need parachutes. Survivability, utility. There it is. Because we need electricity. Without it, you're pretty much stranded in space. No matter what you have, if you don't have the electric charge, you're pretty much fucked. So let's bring science. This is actually might be even too much. Let's use just 2. Okay, that will do. Now we need enough fuel, but before that we need the coupler. Now we need fuel. This time we need landing legs, and we're gonna put them 4 or maybe 6 because they are quite weak. Okay, that looks fine, but we need to put them a little bit higher, like this. Okay, let's retract. Suspension is enabled. Good. Okay, what more? What else? This data transmitter is depleting energy, which we don't have, so we don't bring it. We're gonna have to science the shit out of this. Aerodynamics, we need controllability. So, this is too big. Winglets do not have any control surfaces, but still it might be useful for some basic control. Still, what else we need? We forgot to bring reaction wheel. Without the control, we are pretty much fucked. So, where is it? There it is. Small inline reaction wheel. Then we bring the decoupler. Okay, this kind of looks stupid, but we don't have a bigger reaction wheel, and with a bigger reaction wheel we would have more control. Still, it will have to do. We need a little bit more fuel. Okay, and we need an engine, which is not too powerful, so we will go for the swivel, but it would be nice if we had vector control thrust, which I don't think we have. Not yet, anyway. Max thrust, no. Flame out under 10%. Well, let's go for the weaker engine. We don't need that much. What did I forget? I know I forgot something. Let's bring the small solid rocket booster. This will do. Let's go. What I need to do is I need to reach a different biome. So if we are here, I should probably go deeper inland. So if I'm not mistaken, I should be pointing somewhere around there. Yeah, that will do. Okay, here comes nothing. Okay, somewhere around. No, fucking reaction wheel. Okay. Back to the old drawing board. Okay, definitely not a solid rocket booster. And yet again, we forgot to do the stupid staging. Okay, without this, that's fine. That's fine. Let's try without it. Like I said, a lot of explosions are gonna be involved. Okay, let's go with the gentler thrusts. Ah, winglets actually can control this. Make the stability control a little bit more power. Okay, good. This actually works. If we can reach those mountains, that will be... No, no, no! No, god damn it! No, we actually made a recovery. Remarkable. Okay. Just a little bit trim on the controls, but we're kind of low on fuel. And yet again, we're gonna fall apart. Shit. Let's detach this shit. Whether that's gonna push me deep inland, I don't know, but It's actually surprising that I survived. How much electricity we got? Enough. Let's put retrograde, so that means butt down. Let's do some science while we are falling. Let's activate the landing gear. Yeah, I don't think that I got deep enough. 5.4 kilometers from the landing site. Not nearly enough. Observe the materials. Now that's a small amount of science. Let's deploy the parachute. It activated. Goody. Well, we did leave the vicinity of the space center, but we didn't really get too far. Yep. Okay. 400 meters to surface. Let's speed this up a little bit. Yeah, SAS definitely drained my electricity. Okay, let's see whether landing legs will survive this. They are used for lunar landing of probes, not to land on surfaces like this. We have celestial bodies that had much stronger gravity than this. There is Joule, which is like equivalent of a Jupiter. And trust me, you don't want to get anywhere near that thing. Okay, let's do a crew report. This is grasslands. Okay, that's a new biome. But only 1.1 is shit. EVA. Let's do EVA report. That's 5.6 science. Let's board this shit now. Let's activate mystery goo. There are all sorts of experiments that you can pull off. Depends really on what you bring. But obviously, I really don't have much. Okay, 7.5 science. Let's keep this. And let's activate another one. And we could actually take the surface sample. That will also give us some points. Let's close the doors. Let's retract the gear so we can actually put ourselves down. Good. And in order to exit this and reclimb it, I need to flip it. If I can do it. But reaction wheel is not responding. Not sufficient force. This is used for 0G. Ah well, we can jump out and then just climb down. Okay, he flipped over. Okay. Ta-da! Yeah, take the surface sample. Only 2.3 science. EVA report. Yeah, nothing to keep. And that's pretty much it. Well, that was a shitty trip, but we are getting there. If I can reach a different biome, that will give me, if I can reach desert or something. What? I only got 2.3 science? Are you shitting me? I got 19. But I know a little bit of trick to how to actually cheat a little bit. Well, it's not a cheat, but it's also treated as a biome. I just need the command pod. If you can, because there are various places where you can take samples and do the EVA reports. You can even do it from the launch pad, believe it or not. Crew report, 1.5 science. Keep the experiment. Let's jump out. And we can actually take the surface sample from the launch pad itself. 9 science. It says surface is charred and coated with burnt rocket propellant. There are also trace amounts of conspicuous green substance. Oh yeah, there are a lot of puns and shit in this game. EVA report, 2.4 science. Thank you. And that's pretty much it. Now this is from the launch pad itself. I can take it from the airstrip. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do on the next one. If I build a plane in the space hangar, that will spawn me on the runway, so that will not exactly force me to run all across to the runway, because it's not that, you know, close. 12.9 science. Cheating a little bit, but I don't give a shit. Okay, let's put the command pod and can we rotate it? Yes, we can, like this. So let's launch again, but this will put me on the runway and where I can take surface samples as well. So as you can see, it's almost 2 kilometers away from the Yeah, 1.5 silence from the runway. Good thing there's not a lot of air traffic, because I don't think we ever got clearance from the tower to be here. Yeah, you can bet your ass. EVA. Let's jump out. Let's take the surface sample here. It says surface appears to be very hard, like concrete. It might actually be concrete. This could be a very good surface to land at. 9 science. Thank you. EVA report 2.4 science. Goody. Let's take that too. And that will probably not be enough to unlock. I think I need 45 science to unlock battery packs, but going to space without batteries, very bad idea. So I guess I will be able to reach different biomes, but yeah, those winglets that I was using probably weren't good enough. So let's design something a little bit different. Hey, no one said rocket science is easy, so cut me some slack, guys. Okay, science container. Let's bring the mystery goo. 2. Thing is, also you have center of lift and center of thrust, aerodynamics overlays as well. So practically there is a lot of science involved in this shit. It's very important where your center of mass is in relations to center of thrust, especially, let's say, when you're building space shuttles and stuff. Because if you don't angle everything right, if you don't make it symmetrical, it will keep tilting, it's gonna be unstable, and it will most likely result in a very, very big explosion. So, we are kinda trying to avoid that. Okay, we need a reaction wheel. I know I forgot something. Okay, let's put it here. Oh, what? Okay, good. So, fuel. Engine. We don't need that much thrust, but this is actually not enough fuel. We need more fuel. But the bigger thing is, it's going to be harder to control. So we don't want to make it too big. Okay, center of mass is here, while center of thrust is behind. That's fine. Okay, we need more control, so let's put this thing like this. Yeah, that's better. And we forgot to make a decoupler here. No, not this. This. Okay, mainsail, this, and then parachute. We forgot the parachute. Lovely. Okay, now we need landing gear. Okay, this looks good. Anything else? Those winglets, it says pitch your roll, active. Deploy direction toward the limiter. We can actually, well, let's leave it as it is. Because you can also restrict the movement, you can restrict the thrust of the mainsail, so it doesn't really go to 100%. You can get gimbal lock, and like I said, a lot of science involved. Okay, I think this looks fine. Funny thing is, I don't even have a proper launch pad, no structural shit to deploy, but it should be fine. Let's see if we can increase the control a little bit. Basic fins. Not really. And different winglets. No. I think this will do. Okay. Another attempt. And it's getting dark. Maybe I should have waited for... Oh well, let's go with 25% thrust, SAS enabled. Okay, we're much heavier, we need 50% thrust. We need to turn the other way. Other way. This is roll. No, we need to go this way. Why is it fighting me? Okay, this thing does not want to listen. I want to go to the right, god damn you. I'm gonna end up in the surface of water. Like this. Okay, turn. Lovely. That will do. Yep, let's keep it this way. Stable. Increase the speed. Okay, we're going too fast. We should probably not go above 300 meters per second, because everything past that point at this altitude and this area density is actually fuel inefficient. So practically you're just wasting your fuel. Yeah, 300 meters per second, that will do. And I think I fucked up the staging again, so before we actually run out of fuel, yeah, that's good. 7,000 meters. At this speed, let's go max thrust to use this to gain some extra speed. We turn retrograde if doable. If not, we're gonna just detach the extra weight like this. We turn retrograde. We need to disable the SAS before it depletes our energy. We made it 21.9 kilometers away. That's actually pretty good. SAS, let's stabilize this. Retrograde. Disable. Yeah, but as soon as I disable it, the stability control actually starts this shit spinning. So, that's fine. 3.8 science. No, let's not waste it. 5,000 meters. Here we go. First stage better construct with thruster. Yeah, but I really don't have any good thrusters at the moment. Besides, I haven't played this game in forever, so... Who exactly said that I know what I'm supposed to do? Okay, this will flip me over. Okay, we deploy this, so now we can go with the stability retrograde. Deploy the gears. You can actually make macros and press F1, F2, F3 to deploy the solar panels, deploy the landing gears, enable lights on landing when you're landing on the dark side of the planet or the moon or wherever. Okay, tolerance on this should be enough. Have we even reached another biome? God only knows. Probably not. But the problem is I simply don't have enough control. So I can point the bloody thing in the right way and not waste my fuel on correction. But I guess we might end up in a different biome. Okay, safe landing. Lovely. Where did we end up? Again, grasslands. 3 science. Materials 7.5. Goody. Let's bring whatever we can. And you can't really spam the science. You need to visit different areas. I'll show you what I mean once I actually get inside. Oh, 5.6 science. Okay. Let's do, yeah, that's it. Let's board. Now let's close this. Let's retract the legs. Because I still don't have the landing ladders, so I can actually gently climb back. Because if this thing stays like this. In 0G, it's very simple. You just use the RCS to jump off the surface and grab the bars. But if you're on a planet with gravity, yeah, without landing ladders, you're not gonna do great. Wait, what the hell did I want to do? EVA and actually take the surface sample. Okay. 0.6 science. Yep. We reached pretty much the end of it. Okay. This is Grey Goo Windfly 2. I don't have it yet, bro. Okay. And you'll see what I mean. Astronaut Complex, Administration Building is still not open. Tracking Station, Mission Control. Yeah, this is science mode, so you don't actually have tracking station. Here you can track all of your vehicles, satellites, rovers, probes, and so on. Now we're gonna scrap the vessels. Those are actually surviving parts that landed. You can make a reusable space program. So practically you recover pieces of your rockets. They're not destroyed, they're not stranded in orbit and stuff like that, and you get science in return. And holy shit, by recovering those, I think I got enough science to get some parts. Oh, lovely. Okay, that will do. R&D. Yeah, I got 66 points, which means basic science, which means I can bring rechargeable battery packs. Lovely. I can bring the radiators. Is there any solar panels? No. But at least I can bring batteries. Awesome. Okay, let's try to reach something different then. Okay, now we can design a serious orbital vehicle. Okay, let's get rid of some of those parts. First things first, we need to redesign this. This doesn't work. First, we need a storage. So that means utility. We strap the service bay, where we can store. First, we need inline reaction wheel. We can put it in here. Then we can set the batteries. Battery packs, we can bring couple. Can we make a symmetry snap? Yes, we can. How many can we bring? 4. That will do. Awesome. That will bring us enough electric charge for pretty much everything. Awesome. Radiators we don't really need because those dissipate heat on re-entry and in space. When you're drilling for ore, which you can convert into fuel, oxidizer, and everything else. But we really don't need it. Yeah, I did, Igor. Okay, now let's bring science. Okay, good. Thermometer, we can now strap that, let's say, somewhere on the back. We only need 1. So that's basic reading. That also brings some okay, data transmitter. We don't need this. Mystery goo, we need that. And we're gonna bring 4 this time. And I've been thinking about landing on pole. That could bring me a lot of science. Now, because I need to save this, I need heat shield. But before that, we need decoupler to detach the heat shield once we don't need it anymore. Okay, heat shield. Perfect. Although my containers are not really protected, I would probably need a bigger heat shield. But I think they'll survive. It should be fine. Next. Okay, now we can bring something serious. We need fuel. And we need probably should we jettison the heat shield? Let's leave it like this. Okay. Now we bring fuel. Yeah, that will do. Now we bring more powerful engine. This. It's still not vector thrust, but it will do. More fuel. I need bigger fuel tanks, but I'll have to manage with what I already have. So that will do. Now we can bring solid rocket boosters. First I need decouplers. Radial ones. 4 will do. Like this. Dumper. Okay, there's some part clipping here, so we gotta move it a little bit, like this. Okay, aerodynamics. We need cones. Okay, that's better. Well, still don't have struts to make this more stable, but I guess it will have to do. Micro landing struts. Gonna be tricky, and this is already a little bit heavy, so let's use 6 of those. Yeah, we're gonna have some part clipping, but it's fine. Actually, yeah, that will do, I guess. Probably not. Let's rearrange this a little bit. We don't want to block the entry. Okay, that's actually not bad. And we need flight control surfaces, so that means delta winglets. Put them fairly low, like this. And let's see, center of mass, center of thrusts. Looks good. And maybe we should add winglets also on top of this. Is it symmetrical? Boy, this looks hideous. It will have to do. Okay, first we fire SRB, then we detach them, then the mail sail, then we detach the entire fuel section, and at the end we got parachutes. We got enough electric charge. Yeah, I think this okay. Why the flying circus? Because it's fucking hilarious sometimes, as you can see. And besides, that's a reference to Monty Python's Flying Circus. I guess you watch them sometimes. Okay, we need to reach the polar region. Okay, this is going to be interesting. The most efficient way to do this is to actually go straight up, and yeah, let's try that. Okay, let's try this. This rotation. Ooh, it's fighting me. Okay, but I think I can keep it pretty stable like this. Jettison this. Okay, we're spinning without control. Oh, okay, recovering. God damn it. Let's turn it prograde. Where are we? Oof, not really high. Okay, let's fire the main engine. Let's turn it prograde. A little bit of roll. Still going north. That's fine. Apoapsis is rising. We're looking good on fuel. Okay, but we gotta increase our velocity. So that means we need to put our nose down. Orbital speed. Apoapsis. Okay, keep going, bro. We're still on 50% thrusts. Okay, nose to the horizon. Looking good. Yeah, we can actually pull this off. Still got plenty of fuel. Let's reduce the throttle a little bit. Yeah, shit, we're gonna hit the pole. Awesome. A little bit more. Stop. 144 kilometers. And we're gonna end up right in the polar cap. Maybe a little bit further. Drop. Okay, we are on our way. Lovely. Let's take a look. Mysterious goo. 10 science. Let's do an EVA report. 8 science. It's board. Okay, looks good. Yeah, we should land right there. So, but if you use... because you can't pick up all the science at once. I know that. But I'm going on this trajectory, so I'm gonna try to activate it at various altitudes. Okay, let's speed up the time a little bit. Okay. We're above the polar region now. And we're gonna start experiencing... Okay, well, let's turn retrograde. We still got electricity, that's fine. Okay, just stabilize a little bit. We need to get lower. Okay, we gotta slow ourselves down a little bit. A lot. We gotta kill this velocity. Good. Okay. I think we should be ready to detach this thing. Okay, now the heat shield and the struts are, well, it works, I hope. Yep. Ooh. Things are getting spicy here. Awesome. Yeah, we're definitely surviving this re-entry. Nope. Looks good. Let's deploy the gears. Extends. Yeah, those batteries are more than enough. Boy. Okay, killing the velocity. 6.7 meters per second. Yeah, that should be enough for those legs to withstand this. Goody. Well, we survived. Observe mystery goo. But I know that when you were flying at certain altitudes, you can actually do that science. You can do it like low, mid, and high upper atmosphere. Then you can do low Kerbin in orbit, high Kerbin in orbit, and so on and so on. So there are like 50 fucking biomes that you can harvest, and they're not even shown on the map. Okay, let's speed this. Oh, no, no, no. Don't tip over. Shit, we're gliding down the slope. This might be a problem. Can we cut the chute? Okay, good. But, yeah, this... this is bad. This is very bad. If we don't tip over, this is gonna be a fucking miracle. Okay, we stopped. Oh, lovely. There we go. 3 signs from Kerbin Shores. We're not on the shores. We're on the fucking North Pole. What the hell? Did I overshot the north? Oh, this might be a different biome. Damn it. Still. 7.5 science. Observe the mystery goo. 3 science. Let's do an EVA. 0. Okay, let's climb down. And oh my god, what the hell? So my landing strut actually exploded, and the entire craft tipped and crushed the Jebediah. Oh man. Oh my god, that fucking sucks. Oh my god. I feel sorry for the poor guy. Well, back to the old drawing board. Ah man. I haven't played this game in a very, very long time, so like I said, don't expect miracles, but it's fucking epic. You gotta admit, it's really cool. With the mods, it would look even better. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know whether that was a Kraken or what the hell that was, but yeah, that was fucking great. Well, considering that now I can actually fly into space, what do you say, even though that's probably not very smart, but nothing we did on this stream actually turned out to be smart. What do you say if we want to do a flyby next to the moon? That actually might be a pretty cool idea, but for that I will need a hell of a lot more fuel. So shit, we need to make even a bigger... Well, we're not gonna land, so we don't need lander legs. But we need to bring more fuel. Shit, and this is gonna make this thing very, very unstable. Oj, blin. Great balls of fire. I don't think that 4 will do. I will need 6 of those boosters. Yeah, that will do. Oh, mama. Okay. Let's see if we can get this thing to the moon and back. This is Kerbal Space Program, Zito. Okay, Moon is not really in the best position, I believe. I need to wait until it gets closer. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna time warp until we are in a pretty good position for that. If I'm not mistaken, Moon should be somewhere around here when I want to do the burn. Okay, let's speed this up a little bit. Let's time it right. And one more orbit. Shit. Yeah, that will do. Something just happened. That was Otto von Spank donated $5. Having a cold beer, buy yourself one, mate. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated for the donation. Okay, let's do a flyby with the moon, I guess. Mission control in Houston. Do we have clearance for takeoff? Do I have Back to the drawing board. I forgot something. I forgot to bring winglets, and I forgot to bring the bloody reaction wheel. I think. Or no, reaction wheel is here, but I don't have aerodynamics. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, that will do. But why I didn't switch on the SAS? That was really weird. Still. Yeah, I need flight control surfaces. Well, it's NASA approved game. Igor, this is just purely a science mode. It's not career mode. SAS, are we in a good position for a moon flyby? More or less. Toggle the nav ball. Okay, quick saving. Staging looks good. Here we go. So we're gonna start moving this way for an orbital insertion, though it's kind of struggling to keep it. A bit more. Passing 9,000 meters. Come on, you fat bastard. Well, that went well. Let's go prograde. I hope I didn't damage my mainsail. I don't think so. Let's fire it up. We gotta counter this roll. Shit. Disable prograde. SAS is actually putting me in a spin. Cut the engine. I gotta neutralize this spin. Just make it stable. Stable, stable, stable. Okay, good. Now we gotta keep pointing prograde. Okay. Burn. Okay, stability assists. Let's put it to 90 degrees and let's go a little bit conservative with the fuel. We're flying towards the moon. We should see moon coming from the horizon. We're still not high enough. We need more speed, a hell of a lot more speed. If we want to leave Kerbin's sphere of influence, I think we need around 2000 delta V. So this is not enough. Yeah, I kind of fucked up on the takeoff. That spin is gonna cost me 60. Need to go a little bit higher. Although we can always do a free return trajectory with minimal fuel. 60. Okay, now we're starting to accelerate. That's good. Now we can point like this. And we can cut the engine. Now we need to wait for the moon to show up on the horizon. And then we burn straight for the moon. Okay, we're gonna do some time warping here. If I'm not mistaken, this is how it's easiest way to pull it off. Hey, if I make a flyby, I'm happy. But I'm gonna have to use a gravity pull of the moon to slingshot around, otherwise I'm not gonna have enough fuel. And our pilot for today is Valentina Kerman. Okay, where are we? Moon should be coming about just about now. There it is. Okay, now we put this vector prograde like this, and we do a full burn. So we're more or less pointing towards the moon. Although, let's see whether we're gonna have enough fuel for this. It's gonna be close. Apoapsis is rising. Okay, we should have moon encounter soon. There, oh, main engine cut out. Okay, we overdid it a little bit, but we are on our way to the moon. Okay, but we gotta make an encounter, so let's turn the rocket retrograde and do a little bit. We got a little bit too much delta V. Okay, this would be a hell of a lot easier if I had RCS thrusters. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait until it becomes stable before we actually do something like this. And most fuel efficient maneuvers are when you're far away from your targets, because you don't have to burn that much in order to make a correction. Ah, there we go. Moon encounter. There it is. So we're gonna approach. How close? Moon encounter in 1 day, 1 hour, 22 minutes. Moon periapse is 2 million meters. Okay, so we're gonna catch up from the rear of the moon, but then we need to slingshot around it. Okay, we're gonna have to make a maneuver. Probably around somewhere here. We're gonna have to burn retrograde in order to make a slingshot around the moon. So, moon periapsis, so that will bring me back. Okay, I need to have enough fuel for this. This is gonna be 1 second burn. It's a fairly small correction. Okay, no, this is not good. We need to actually do a slingshot. So let's change this maneuver node a little bit closer. It's just a matter of fine-tuning. Okay, we're gonna pass close, so you'll be able to see it. Okay, that's good. Now we can time warp. And we can see Kerbin moving away. We're on our way to the moon, guys. To the moon, Alice! And the planet Kerbin is becoming smaller and smaller and smaller while we are approaching Moon. But we're approaching the maneuver node, so let's not mess around. In -5 minutes. So let's not overshot. T minus 1 minute 30 seconds. Speed dropped to 0. And we should do a flyby. Okay, we need to turn retrograde. Okay, stabilize, please. Thank you. T minus 1 minute. It's going to be 1 second burn, 58.7 meters. It's a very small correction, but it's going to make a hell of a lot of difference, because once you learn how to fine-tune this, you will be very fuel efficient. Okay, this looks pretty good. Let's initiate the burn. Cut out. There we go. Okay, we can cancel this maneuver node now. And we're gonna do a very close flyby. After that, we're gonna have to make another correction burn, but I'm approaching the Moon from the rear. Actually, I should have slingshot in front of him, but I'm very limited on fuel, so I really don't want to mess around. Add another maneuver node to get here. Actually, what I'm trying to pull off now, a burn where I'm gonna make a re-entry, so I need to be fairly close to Kerbin in order to be caught by the atmosphere and perform an aerobraking maneuver. Okay, let's burn a little bit more to bring this periapsis down. Yeah, this looks okay, more or less. Periapsis 73, a little bit less than that. 33. Okay, that's perfect. So we need to pull off another burn when the time comes, but that's gonna be after the flyby. Okay, now sit back and enjoy the show. We got 7 days until the burn. We got more than enough electricity. So let's see where the Moon is. There it is. Let's speed this up. It's gonna grow larger. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing a Moon flyby. Let me just do some science while I'm already here, if I can. Oh wait, you can't do it while time warping. Observe the mystery goo. Goo seems to be less dense here. 20 science. Okay, lovely. Let's do materials bay. 50 science. Now we're talking. High radiation environment caused a few of the samples to glow. It looks like it would be fun to paint the rocket with this. Okay. Let's close the doors. Trust me, this game has some really insane graphic modes, and it looks crazy, but it also will put your computer to strain. So you gotta have decent hardware if you want to run some really high quality modes. And this is not even a close flyby. Not even close. I could have got like hell of a lot closer. But obviously, if I get enough science, and if I can assemble a decent rocket with a decent lunar lander, I can actually pull off a landing on this. Okay, estimated burn in 6 days. Bye-bye, Moon. It's been nice knowing you. And this is the closest celestial body. Take a look at this. This is Minmus, which is also a very tiny satellite. Then, the first planets... And you got a bunch of unknown objects which are practically asteroids you can capture. Then we have Eve, which is, and Moho, which is like equivalent to Venus and Mercury. And you have Duna, which is equivalent to Mars. Then we got Dress, we got Jewel, which is like Jupiter. Elu, which is frost planet like, Pluto. So, and also you can download independent solar system packs. You can get a realistic solar system. And with the enhanced physics and stuff like that. So, okay, we did a flyby. We have a burning node. Did I just overshot my burning node? Yeah, I think I did. Oh, lovely. But doesn't really matter. I can actually make a different node. Let's move it a little bit here. I'm probably gonna have to spend a little bit more fuel, but yeah, that's fine. Let's cancel this node. Add maneuver. Burn retrograde. Periapsis too high. This is probably not a good spot. I should probably wait in orbits because I don't have enough fuel for this kind of a burn. So let's wait for another orbit actually. Also you have modes which would make you well, to have limited air supply, limited food, so you know, realism mode. This is the best point where I should actually pull off the burn, because this is the most fuel efficient point. We need to bring myself to like 65 kilometers off the surface. Okay, this is a little bit too much. 53, that will do. So we have 3 days until this node. Okay, let's time warp. So we're gonna do a Kerbin flyby now, a little bit wider this time. But yeah, game as it is looks great. I don't know, I've been in love with this game ever since the release. Okay, 1 day till the node. We're not that far away now. Ugh, we overshot again. Jesus. Yeah, that's the problem with the time warp. Okay, let's move this node. How to make it active? Ah, fuck it. Let's make another one. I'm just eyeballing this. It's not exactly fine-tuning, obviously. Okay, that will do. 11 minutes. We got enough power. Let's turn retrograde. We're already heading a good way. T minus 2 minutes. Okay. Let's make a correction. There we go. We just need to bring this baby safely to the surface. Once we get closer, I'll probably be able to... Well, because I removed the landing legs, I should probably land somewhere in the ocean. That would be the best. Okay, 148 seconds burn. Well, that's the actually 3 seconds burn at full thrust to make this correction. We can start burning right now. Cut up just a little bit. There we go. And yeah, now we're gonna end up there. Okay, let's cancel this node. Oh my god, am I gonna get another moon encounter? This is not exactly what I planned. And that's probably gonna slingshot me. Shit. Okay, I was afraid of this. Still, let's see how this will affect me. Just for science purpose. Let's get closer. Yeah, Moon is approaching. I'm gonna approach, but he will be too far away. I don't think that I'm just gonna be close to the sphere of influence, but it's not gonna affect my trajectory in any way. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, that was a little bit too close for my taste, but yeah, that's fine. Actually, if I ended up in the sphere of influence, it would actually mess up my orbit completely. If I was flying by too close, it could slingshot me and launch me out of the system. So, yeah, you gotta be really, really careful when you're planning your orbit. But this looks good. And I'm on my way back to Kerbin. Let's speed up the time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A little bit too much. Let's turn retrograde. And now we gotta pick where exactly are we gonna land. We need to land somewhere in the ocean. So we need to start burning as quickly as possible. Okay, turn retrograde. Oh, this is gonna be a longer burn. I don't know if I got enough fuel for that. Let's burn. Well, whatever I got left. We'll have to cancel the orbits. That's it. Shit, this is the closest approach. But it's fine, actually, without fuel. Because my periapsis is practically in the atmosphere of Kerbin. Every next orbit is gonna drag me through this zone, and then that will kill my periapsis even more. So I'll just have to do a couple of orbits. Although in real life, whenever astronauts pull off this is very risky, because you can bounce off the atmosphere of the planet and end up God only knows where, and if you got no fuel for correction, you're fucked. But let's hope that this is not going to happen to me. This is, after all, a game, so... Problem is, now I can't really time warp. But I was also afraid of this. And tell me that my parachute burned out. Hopefully it didn't. So this is practically an air brake maneuver. I'm still going very fast, and that's the problem. Even with all of this atmospheric friction, as you can see, my orbital velocity is not really dropping much. So I'm gonna have to make more than once this orbit. Shit. I was afraid of that. And temperature is building up. Can this tiny ship survive this? I don't know. Well, if I start falling apart, I will know. Seems like this thing can withstand heat quite well. As long as I'm not out of the electric charge and the SAS can point my butt down, I should be fine. Let's see, how is this affecting my apoapsis? It's also dropping, as you can see, because my orbital velocity is dropping. It's dropping at a significant rate, actually. Okay, good. We might live to fly another day. This looks good. Although I completely messed up this. But it's fine. Can we do science while we are burning? Probably. It seems to be getting very cold. Are you serious? I'm fucking burning here. Getting very cold. Okay, apoapsis keeps dropping. good. Well, while we're doing that, I might get a snack. I can't really time warp, and that's the limitation of the game. When you're close to the surface, in order to prevent you from smacking the surface, there is a limit on time warp. I can go up to 4. Okay. Still going very fast, but velocity is dropping. I don't want to jettison anything yet, because I'm practically using the engine and the fuel tanks as a heat shield to try to protect my science. Hmm. 10 science, good. Still got 2 containers. Eight science. Crew report, 5 science. Although I would probably get more if I did that while I was close to the moon. Okay. Let's speed things up. And slingshot. Problem is, now I have 0 control on where I'm gonna land. That might be tricky. Because I didn't made any landing struts. Okay, we gotta prep for re-entry. Again, retrograde. We're about to hit the atmosphere. You can see the slider here. There we go. Heating effects, which will bring my apoapsis even more with every next orbit. Okay. Oh boy. And Valentina is very happy. Just fucking crazy. Well, this cockpit is very bad, but I've seen some very, very good custom-built cockpits. Shit you wouldn't believe. Like I said, if you wanna look for graphical mods, just type Kerbal Space Program, high texture packs and shit. You can see videos on YouTube. It looks insane. Okay, how much we dropped? Oh, this one is dropped to less than 500,000 kilometers. Okay, this is good. Next orbits, I should probably re-enter. Back in space. Problem is I'm completely without the electric charge, so this is going to be an uncontrolled re-entry. I think I'm fucked. Yeah, I did not pay attention because while the engine is burning, it's creating some sort of electricity. Not much, but considering that I don't have any solar panels and they would not survive this kind of air braking, this is probably not going to end well. Still, we have full competent, well, in Valentina. Maybe she'll be able to survive this. We'll see. Okay, let's time warp if we can, but I think we cannot. Yeah, And we are drifting in the open space. I don't know whether it would be a good idea to jettison this section. That would reduce the mass. And yeah, okay. Oh, we'll have to wait and see, I guess. But yeah, for the time being, I'm stranded on the orbit. Still cannot time warp. No. Although my orbital velocity is dropping, which is good. Yep. Well, it is what it is. Why am I not able to speed this up even more? Only times 4. Well, I guess it might be better to jettison this. Oh, actually, this kind of changed my velocity drastically. Okay. That might be useful. It dropped almost 200 meters per second. Okay. Let's see. We might even survive this. Of course, there is no guarantee. Heat shield help you stabilize your craft. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm not really sure whether that's going to be enough. Because if the spacecraft is tumbling on multiple axes, that heat shield is not gonna... It's not gonna help much. And that's exactly what's going on here. I have no RCS, nothing to actually control this. Well, RCS wouldn't even fire without an electric charge, I think. And now I can't speed up more than this. Yep, time warp is limited to factor 4. Oh well, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see what's gonna happen. Fingers crossed. My knee starts to hurt like a bitch because I've been sitting in this chair for how much? 14 hours, I think. Come on, I should be able to control it. But I think I can't control it because I have no gimbal, nothing. Nothing that I can do to actually change the position of my craft, and that's why it's not letting me. Because I'm high, and I should be able to do so. Normally in situations like this, if this was a stable orbit, I would organize a rescue mission to get close on the intercept and then use the EVA pack to jump. Wait a second, something just crossed my mind. In theory, I could use the jetpack of the Kerbal to push this thing. It wouldn't be very efficient, but if I time it right, that actually might work. Let's give it a shot. Although it's a little bit risky because this thing is tumbling on all axes. But fuck it, let's try it. Let go. Now we need to reduce this. Let's activate the RCS thruster, switch on the lights, and let's start pushing this thing. No, forward. Let's see, maybe it will work. Not by much, but if I could just change my periapsis a little bit to get it at a little bit steeper angle, actually might work. But the problem is I can't really use my hands to grab this pod and then use the RCS pack most efficiently. Crap. Not to mention that the controls are a little bit wonky. Okay, this is gonna be a bitch to put in orbit. Okay, let's counter the roll. I think I'm only making it worse. Okay, let's get in before it becomes uncontrollable. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Fucking hell. Where's the fucking... grab the goddamn thing. There we go. No. Fire the thrusters. Yeah, I was afraid of this. Now boarding this shit is gonna be a challenge. Oh, god damn it. Board. Damn it. Okay, I think I just made a very bad situation even worse. Now this thing is tumbling on all axes. Gently. Grab it, board it. Oh, okay, very bad idea. Although I dropped my periapsis for 2,000 meters. Okay. Hey, NPH. Sup, buddy? Okay, let's not try this again. Well, I did manage to speed up. Okay, now comes the moment of truth. Let's see what's gonna happen. Once I hit the atmosphere, it's gonna start heating up from the worst possible angle. Oof. No good. Yeah, nose first. Shit. Come on, turn the butt, flip the butt. Use that heat shield, Jesus. Well, there goes my science samples. Shite. Although, this shit kinda survived. Ouch. Yeah, well, better than the pod, I agree, but I'm still not out of the woods yet. I'm still going 25... Well, yeah. So we are going like Mach 7. Lovely. And she is thrilled. Why are you grinning? Very close to the threshold. I don't like this. And I'm not even close to the periapsis point. The atmosphere is only getting denser. No, I don't think this is gonna work. It's gonna be a fucking miracle if I survive this. Yeah, I know I have a parachute overheat. Thank you very much. I'm fully aware of that. Well, someone make a note of that. Kerbal bravery. Yeah, I expected that. Oh well. It's gonna be burial at the sea. For whatever is left there. Oh well. It's been fun. Still, okay, so it's a viable flyby with the moon, even with the shit that we have. But sadly, I lost all science that I made. crap. Okay, well, I was a little bit fuel inefficient. That's why. This is why this happened. Still, you have a general idea how the game looks like. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you'd like to see more gameplay of Kerbal Space Program, let me know. But I really need to practice in this game to master it. 21 science. Yeah, I can't get shit. Aviation pack. General constructions. But if you want to really get to deep space, take a look at how huge this tech tree is. So you need a lot of science to get nuclear engines, which are kind of for deep space exploration. They're really fuel conservative, but at the same time they don't really develop a lot of thrust. So they are only for like open space. If you want to go to explore the deep space, you need nuclear engines. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, I'm gonna go to main menu and let's see. There is another game that I would like to play, but I never actually tested it, so it might lag. We can try. We'll see. How many more hours to go? Let's take a look. I played 13 point... well, until 4 p.m. Now it's 8 p.m. So that 8 more hours to go. To be honest, I'm feeling pretty tired right now, but I made a promise which I intend to keep. So, let's try another game. Oh, by the way, if you want to see a little bit more advanced shit, let me show you the training. Basic flight, no. Construction, suborbital flight, go for orbit, orbiting 101, science basics. You got very, very cool stuff. You can perform docking in orbit or anywhere else. You can recreate real Apollo, Gemini missions, everything. You have various packs of, well, the moderators built. You have Soyuz, you have Buran Space Shuttle, you have STS series. So, yeah, like I said, modding community is huge. So, definitely check this game. It's worth every penny. Okay, now let's see if I can run this second game that I haven't actually even tested. So it might require a little bit tweaking in OBS. So if it stutters, let me know. I'll do my best to tweak it so it's gonna be playable. 1 second, I just need to disable this, enable this. Properties. Okay, let me launch the game. And fingers crossed it's not gonna lag too much. If not, I'm gonna have to play War Thunder, I guess. Sadly, I'm still very limited with CPU, but at some point I'm gonna make an update to Core i7 once I get enough money, and then I'll be able to stream pretty much anything. Okay. Let me just see. You probably recognize what the game is from the sound. Let me just see if I can force a capture here. And why is it not picking up anything? I might have to stop the stream for a minute because it seems like OBS will not pick up the game without it. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pause the stream very shortly. I'll be back in 2 minutes as soon as I force this thing to run.